Welcome back to Buckeye TV's. Official at the Ohio State University Airport, Don Scott Field have big plans after recently receiving a big gift worth $10 million. Joe Pennerwood has the story.
Here at the Ohio State University Airport, and like the sun, the future's looking bright here. That's on the heels of a $10 million gift to the airport, and OSU students and staff are pretty excited for what lies ahead for Don Scott Field.
The gift is coming from the Knowlton Foundation, and Austin Knowlton was a tenant here actually back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Some may recognize the Knowlton name. Ohio State School of Architecture is named after the same man that the foundation tributes. Ohio State Airport Director Doug Hammond says a good portion of the $10 million will go to the building of an executive terminal as well as a new flight school. Commodities, he says, are in dire need of an update.
We have very old facilities that really need to be updated. The terminal was built in 1943. It's the original building on the airport. So we're operating, obviously, in 2015 in something that's almost 75 years old. And the flight school was built back in, I believe, the 1950s. It was the old State of Ohio aviation office. We use it for a flight school, but it is very old, it's very cramped, and we really need updated facilities for the students.
John Robinson is working on his private pilot license at Don Scott Field and says it should be a notable development for future aviators.
I am very excited. Unfortunately, I will not see it as my career as a student here at Ohio State, but it'll be a blessing to the future generations to come. I can see the freshmen benefiting from it coming in this year.
Cindy Overly is outreach coordinator for the Ohio State Airport. She thinks the money will benefit more than just students.
The airport impacts the entire community economically. There's great opportunities for aviation students at Ohio State. So it's a wonderful investment in the future of the students and the community.
The Knowlton Foundation presented the check for $10 million in late July at an air show in Wisconsin. Plans for its complete use are still being solidified. The OSU Airport does hold the title of fourth busiest airport in Ohio, as well as the home of the Ohio State Flight School. From Don Scott Field, I'm Joel Pennerwood, reporting for Buckeye TV.
Several area dignitaries and stars call Don Scott Field their home airport.
Love Chipotle, but hate waiting in line? We've got some news for you. Bree Williams has a story.
Ohio State students rejoice as Chipotle announces that it will be delivering to college campuses this fall. Ohio State is among 40 campuses that will begin delivering Chipotle through the Topingo app. The average user will pay $2.99 for delivery and will have to wait 25 to 30 minutes for their Chipotle to be delivered. With the new delivery service, customers will no longer have to wait in the long lines. Chipotle lovers weigh in.
Yes, I'm probably going to use that 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes I get tired after a long day of working out, and my legs hurt after leg day. It normally takes me like 20 to 30 minutes a day in line. It's out the door.
I'd probably save a lot of stress and time not going to Chipotle line. I'll definitely be using it because nobody wants to wait in line when you can do other things.
Ohio State students think the new delivery service will be very beneficial to Chipotle's business.
I think it would help because I do think a lot of students probably don't go get Chipotle during the week because the line's really long, and solely just because it's really convenient. If you're studying or something, just get it delivered to you.
I think this will help Chipotle's business because we're really lazy, and you know, it helps a lot.
I think it's just going to benefit Chipotle consumers because, like, I definitely know I'll be having it delivered instead of coming all the way here just to get it.
I think it will help it a lot, actually. Most of the campus is excited about the new delivery service.
I'm Bree Williams with Buckeye TV, and always remember, Chipotle lovers.
Chipotle's my line.
The Ohio State University will be watching closely during the 7 home games this season as it offers alcohol sales in the stadium's 81 suites. As of the first home game, alcohol is being sold to 4,370 seats, which is 4% of the stadium's capacity. Athletic Director Gene Smith estimated stadium-wide sales could generate revenue over $1 million annually. If all goes well, the university has said it will consider selling beer and wine throughout the stadium. We caught up with the students and Ohio State employees to see what they think.
How do you feel about college stadiums that sell alcohol during games?
I don't have an issue with it. If you're 21, you should be able to buy alcohol.
Do you think that it'll be dangerous with the amount of people that will have to like pregame and drink a whole bunch before they get to the shoe?
No, I don't think it'll be any more dangerous than football games already are. I mean, people already get drunk and go to the game, so.
Okay, what about DUIs? Do you think that'll increase after they start selling alcohol?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, people get drunk in the stadium as opposed to sobering up in the stadium, but I guess it'll. I guess, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you very much. How do you feel about the shoe selling alcohol in a few years?
I guess I really don't have an opinion one way or the other on the subject. If they want to do it, they're free to do so. It's legal.
Okay, and do you think it'll be more dangerous? Do you think a lot of people will drink more when they're pre-gaming or getting ready to go to the game?
Probably. I mean, as far as tailgating, I don't think it'll make much of a difference. But as being able to purchase alcohol, I'm sure people will drink more, and it, probably will make things to a certain extent more dangerous. Yeah.
Okay, what about DUIs? Do you think that there will be an increase since we're going to be able to sell alcohol?
If there are more people who are inebriated who are driving, I would think, unless the police aren't enforcing it as much, I would expect an uptick in DUIs as well. It seems to correlate.
Okay, that is all. Thank you.
Yeah.
We will find out more about alcohol sales after the season.
How is Chinese currency going to influence your life? Ambo has a story.
Just like many other students, Gaopen Chen, an Ohio State fourth-year student from China, is tight on budget. As we can see clearly in this graphic, Chinese dollars have a relative big depression for 2 days on August 12th and 13th. Let's find out how they impact Ohio State students.
In law, actually, my tuition for this fall semester was around $15,000. Our Chinese dollars has dropped compared to someone who exchanged the currency earlier. I pay $1,200 more.
For American students, Chinese dollars depreciation seems to be an unrelated issue.
So right now, I don't see much of a price difference, probably because it's foreign currency. So I think whenever I buy school supplies now, I see just a little bit of a price difference. It's a little bit lower. It's not a whole lot lower though.
However, Fisher College of Business professor Michael Brandel is an expert on Chinese economy. He reminds students to pay special attention on Chinese currency depreciation, even if it's a minor adjustment. They may still have ripple effects.
When the Chinese currency depreciates, that means then the American consumer can buy those goods giving up less dollars from that Chinese firm. So that Chinese firm is now going to have a price advantage over the U.S. firm. So what that means is Ohio State students may have a more difficult time finding employment in the future.
Gabe Hadash, a first-year accounting major student, has his concerns on finding a part-time job in the market due to Chinese currency depreciation.
I'm an accounting major, and if I were to work for an American international accounting firm, I might find it harder to find employment because companies might want to go with a Chinese international accounting firm over an American international accounting firm.
Professor Brandel expects in the future that Chinese currency still could depreciate. We'll keep looking into the story.
Kanye for president? See what students think about Kanye running for the next presidential election. Coming up next.